If you look at the Elgin Academy Athletics Instagram page from August 30th, 2014, there's a post that shows fans cheering on the Elgin Academy soccer team, and I'm one of the fans pictured on the sidelines, cheering them on. As most of you probably know, soccer has been my main sport for all my life. One of my first experiences with Miss Mays, the former Latin teacher, was her yelling at me when she found out that I had chosen to play club soccer instead of for the school my freshman year. I came to school as a freshman not knowing many people. I had played soccer with the same group of guys for 6 years or so, and looking at the size of the school, I did not think our soccer team would be good. And I didn't want to acclimate myself into the team, at least for my freshman year. That day, on August 30th, I saw the EA soccer team absolutely destroy the opposition. I decided, in junction with my parents, that I should at least join the team for the first year. So I joined, and I was so shocked to see how big some of the teammates were. I was just this really skinny Indian kid who didn't look like he knew how to play. My first couple of games, I did not get too many minutes. I rode the bench with Fahad. But we were winning, and I grew into that atmosphere. Because of soccer, and EA soccer specifically, I made friends for life. I consider Fahad family because he was one of my first friends at this school, as we used to ride the bench together. I still talk to Julian Romano about the games from the past weekend. Nick Catherine's a Manchester City fan, but somehow we're friends. I, of course, came back the next year, and hey, we were good again, and we won the regional championship. Some of my best memories from my time here will be from that season. I always remember the moment when we scored the 5th goal against Harvest Christian in the regional semifinal, and I looked at Elliot Whitmire, and the raw emotion and passion that was coursing through our veins is something I can never forget. What I'm trying to say is that at Elgin Academy, there will always be something for everyone to get involved in. Being a small school is an advantage because anything you get involved in, there will be people to include you and support you in your endeavors. Appreciate the opportunities that are here for you to take and take them willingly. In the grand scheme of our lives, your time here is very short. And it really isn't your time because everyone shares it. It's more like our time. And you can't physically possess this time you're in. So the world is telling you to make the most of it. Some say we live in an absurd world in which we cannot expect anything from it and presents us with nothing. So it's up to us to snatch whatever purpose we make for ourselves and use these formative years to better our understanding of the world and ourselves. Now is not the time to be idle. Albert Camus, a famous existentialist, once literally said, and I quote, "I am not an existentialist." However, I think he's making a clear point. When you come into this world, you're taught conventions. We are all blessed with such a tight-knit community where you have to take different classes, interact with a variety of people. So none of our viewpoints of this world are going to be this or that. Everyone's going to have a different experience here, but that plays into the beauty of this place. If you've ever seen the movie The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, the character played by Josh Gad tells that one really smart dude, they didn't have what it takes to work at Google because he didn't have something called googliness. In a way, I think the same can be said at Elgin Academy. There's some intangible quality that seems to be slightly different for everybody, but that's what makes a school like no other. So maybe instead of sweating over a Doc H paper on a Friday night, go make some memories. To the class of 2018, we've had a great time together, and we should put away our differences aside for remaining time and make the most of our last couple of days. To the lovely faculty, thank you all for guiding me through my hopefully successful academic journey, and I will cherish all the values you've instilled in me. Special thanks to Mr. Rafferty, Mr. Sepp, Dr. Herring, Mr. Sanchez, and Ms. Fluga for giving up your time and energy to help me get into my dream school. To Rahul, thank you always for being the most positive person I know. If you can imbue light into me, I know you can do the same to others. To Dad, thank you for being the most selfless person I know. The reason for him not being here today is because of his work ethic and ensuring we are blessed to have food on our plate and a roof over our heads. And last, but certainly not least, to my beautiful mother. I may not tell you this often, but I love you. I appreciate all the sacrifices you make. You really are the true MVP. Thank you.